of traffic, and I just figured I'd take advantage of the moment here to discuss what's on my mind. First off, my New York Yankees. All right, look, they've been plowing through teams offensively, defensively. Probably one of the greatest modern day hitters, Aaron Judge. Hey, man, it happens, but at the same time, it's like when we're losing, it's like we're losing big. Like the fact that we got slaughtered by the Orioles the other day, and then the Orioles play Houston, and Houston just flomps them. Like blows my mind. Like I thought we were the better team against the OO series, but hey, win some, lose some. Uh, it's still early in the season, but one thing I don't like about the way the Yankees are playing, their weaknesses are being exposed, and that's going to hurt them in the long run. But there's a lot of good competition out there, so let's give a tip of the cap to the Braves, as well. They're a good club, good organization, play well. They're good around the horn, but it is disappointing that we're losing in the fashion that we are. So let me know what you think, but yeah, there's injuries too. And then I think when you get into the rhythm with injuries, it's just a lot of inconsistency. It's really just a shame. Still in traffic. I'm on 285 right now. Try to get home. Ugh. What else? So I also started this job of designing showers and tubs. So not the whole bathroom area, just showers and tubs, which is kind of cool. You meet interesting people. But it's amazing how like the people neglected like these wet spaces for so long, and then um, don't want to pay anything to upgrade. And it's interesting because I know it's expensive. I mean, geez, the national average is like 17 to $24,000, right? And I'm just selling acrylic, which is probably the best product you could have in a shower. But then the twist is, and realtors will probably admit this, but it's like when they see acrylic, they think it's going to have cheap market value for the house, which it really doesn't. Because when you do anything acrylic base with done properly, it seals and tightens up the corners, uh, prevents moisture from getting in behind the walls, it suffocates any mold and mildew. It's not porous, so there's a lot of benefits. And you could just Google it. But when people Google like price upgrade shower and they see like these shower tub installs like $2,000 to $5,000, thinking like that's it. What about the plumbing? What about the fitting? Uh, you know, Not everybody has a normal size, width, and length or length and width of a wet space, um, to handle this stuff. So I just think if you got if you're thinking of upgrading that tub or converting the tub to a shower or just want an idea of what you're going to be dealing with, let me know. Clyde Bigsby will come out there to your house, give you a free estimate, give you some opinions, and tell you why you shouldn't go with ceramic, granite, or anything porous, and show you what could happen. Because those are important spaces next to the kitchen are here, and also just because you do a pattern and you're looking to sell a house doesn't mean it's going to add market value because the pattern is going to be customized to you, and the next buyer is going to be like, yeah, I need to change that. And they're going to say that, and then they'll talk you down on price of the house because like you got an ugly bathroom, so I got to change it. And listing agents don't necessarily give you the current value of the bathroom. They don't go in and go, well, I think the current value is this. I mean, they have some factors based on space, but they don't say, oh, just because you put high end product in your bathroom, that we need to have a premium, uh, market value in the overall price of the house. That doesn't mean that. It's the wants and needs and practicality of it. Ah, traffic. They're paving 285 on the north end of Atlanta, so I'm tired, y'all. I work Monday through Saturday. Meet interesting people, travel a lot, feel pretty good overall, physically, but yeah, this is tired being on the road. Woo! Uh, Another thing too, I've actually thought that is very interesting because I'm 48 and I was cleared last Monday with an MRI that I don't have cancer, blood clots just like, 96% gone. I don't have a blood clot anywhere else, which is really weird. I just only had one. But it really changed like my outlook on food and diet. And I think part of my time, part of me is really, I was just done drinking, which is really been a benefit. But I do have times like I just want a beer. I think it's just the taste. So I've been drinking non-alcohol. There's a lot of good non-alcoholic stuff that's out there. Um, but when I'm traveling, I always have supplements with me, like an amino acid, like powder base thing, a nutrient powder base. I got protein shakes and all that type of stuff because I don't want to be subjected to going to these gas stations and getting crap. So that actually has helped with my diet and burning off body fat. So another thing too is picking up like those baby carrots out of Publix, snacking on those. Peanuts, but it's got to be like almonds, really, because that's the healthiest. It can't be some of the, I mean, I mean, salted flavored peanuts like Planters, maybe a little bit too unhealthy, but there is a good source of protein. And another thing I've been thinking of doing is getting like a PB2. It's like a peanut butter powder mix in my protein. Um, so I want to try that out as well because I think stacking up on heavy protein in liquid form while on the road has been really great. Um, Sometimes I get starving, but I do work out a lot. And when I do, I try to do it like 2 hours a day. Now, it could be burning like anywhere from 600 to 1,000 calories during that workout. And I don't necessarily, I'm not trying to go for efficiency. Like, I know I could burn more calories in an hour. Heck, when I hike Stone Mountain, geez, it's like I can rip like 450 calories in an hour, you know? But it's not about that. I think it's just about what my body can handle and what is reasonable. Because if you look at um, a lot of books, and there was one called The Comfort Crisis. Gosh, I forget who it is, Chris Crawford or something like that. I forget who it is. So in it, there was a good point of how we used to eat way back when, like even like 80 years ago. And we didn't need to constantly eat, all this food. And it's funny, uh, um, saturated food like fats is not necessarily bad for you, and all food is not bad for you. It's just the quantity and doses of what you want to do. And what are these people doing? All right, they got these cones here, and they're just going around them and then back into traffic. That's dumb. So anyway, eat if you try to eat like how farmers eat, like even 70 years ago, 80 years ago, you'd be surprised. They don't have a lot of calorie intake. I mean, gosh, they'd be on their feet all day. Not in this society where, we're plugged into a computer and, sitting there and still consuming like, 3 to 5,000 calories a day. They didn't do that back then. That's why everybody looks so healthy. But starvation is what I've been going through, and a little starvation is healthy. I really do feel like it's healthy. Obviously, check with your doctor, consult with, your physician to understand what's really right for you. But um, there was a truck with the sirens because it's the guy going after these cars that are kind of cheating to get off exit 29 here. Um, but starvation, starvation was done like way back when as well because people had no choice. But it felt like it was a part of the regulation of your body too. It brought uh, uh, your body into a state of using its stored energy to burn off the fat more quicker and then would replenish as opposed to replenish. Let me eat because I'm hungry. Replenish, and that's how you get fat when you don't burn it off. So it's more of like you're starving yourself so your body can learn how to burn fat quicker. So read the book, The Comfort Crisis. Just like a philosophy of like starvation and how you eat and how you survive um, as well. But I think you know part of my contribution to being healthy and losing a lot of weight because right now I'm at 210 pounds. I think in January I was at 240, and I've like probably lost a good 10 pounds in the last month. Uh, it's really the cardio, but that's like more of a mental, but it does help regulate the body. But just like the starvation, and then obviously the liquid diet that I've been doing. But I don't recommend it for anybody. But it's really, I mean, I was overweight and heavy and had a lot of body fat. So for me, that's why I did that. Right. But if you're skinny, you work out enough, that's different. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. So there's that. Oh, look at this. My exit's coming up. Let's see if I can get off this exit. Uh, 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 uh. Leave these roads. Hey, no viewers. And I've been having this too. I think it's funny. I've been I'm just sitting here just driving, just gripping this. I'm not really like I would like to have bigger forearms, but just gripping this, I feel like I do get. I feel like I'm releasing some tension, but maybe in the course of a day. Like not today in particular, but if I got like 2 appointments, I'll maybe in an hour. Like over the course of a day, if you add up the amount of times I'm squeezing, it may be like an hour. And oh, I love it. And it's not super light. I don't even know how many pounds of pressure this is, but yeah, I'm just here it is. Finally off the exit. Hey, press like and subscribe. Good Lord. What the special effects we got going on here? Yeah, man. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Ooh, it's a dream. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, no, 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 no. Do a poll. Oh, so what's going through my head right now? There's things I want to say, but I'm too afraid to say because I don't think I have the right. I don't think I have the right understanding of what I feel to put into words, if that makes sense. And there's a little bit I'm like afraid of like things are gonna bite me in the you know what, because of stuff, and I just really don't care. But I'm still afraid to say. I don't know why. You know, maybe I'm just worried about what certain people are gonna say. But I guess there's certain things I want to say and I probably shouldn't because I'm going through relationship issues right now. So I'll keep it at that. But I will say this: I feel happier than I have ever been, um, which is a good thing. And I just feel like that. I really wish I did this sooner. Like who I was as an individual. Um, Man, I wish I knew then what I knew now. Um, but that's okay. I think it's like I just have to deal with it. I feel happy with my freedom. I still get to see my kids. I still get to do what I want to do within reason. But like I don't think I'm missing much. Like as in like, oh, let me go ahead and you know do what I want because I missed all this stuff, and I'm not missing anything. I mean, all I care about is I know this is so vague what I'm saying. I enjoy having my space, being able to do what I do when I do, but it's really around I think the kids and how I want to just be with them. But yeah, my current job kind of sucks because working on a Saturday for being in the house for 2.5 hours just to get $300 on a sale. Yeah, it's really not worth it to me. However, I put myself in this situation, so I'm doing better and getting to the next step, and it is what it is. And I try to better myself through this process. That's what I keep telling me. I put myself there, so I need to one think I'm here in this situation. What could I learn to be better as an individual and keep it myself? I put myself here, so how do I get out of it without feeling overly anxious? I need to get to the next spot. Just like, okay, can I learn? Can I grow? And I really hope to have a comeback story. Just and be happy. A lot of the little stuff doesn't bother me anymore as it used to. And I think I was pretty careless with my finances, and I think what I thought was financially good for me wasn't like the career path that I was on. I feel like I was shaking hands with the devil just to have a high six-figure salary, and it wasn't a healthy thing. Like why? Like how am I going to be healthy mentally in that type of job if it's you know where I'm self-destructing and causing chaos in my family, my children. The whole like, well, it's a job, take it, it pays you well. It's like, you know, that's where we are with society. Maybe this is how it was always, and I'm just like coming to the reality, like, yeah, you just gotta suck it up. But like, people's like, when they like, my brother or people like, hey, how's you like your job? I'm like, nobody likes their job. Like nobody really does. Like they may like doing that. Well, I mean, like some people do. I mean, don't get me wrong, but like, do you honestly like working from like, 10 to 11 hours, doing recruiting? You may like the recruiting, but you may not like the process of working for the man and doing it on their own terms. People like doing their job if it was on their own terms, right? Like, I would like to do what I do on my own terms. But that's the key, right? So that's how I'm kind of looking at this. Well, I would like to, yeah, I like to, be a bath, you know, a bath designer. It could be cool and talk to people about it. But I don't like doing it for a corporation where I'm working on Saturdays and then driving to God knows where in the middle of the week. So I'm like traveling from 10 to 8. Nobody wants that, right? And that's part of my job. So I don't like my job. And nobody would like that job, but they would like to do the work on their own terms. Oh, live chat. Clyde Bigsby is live. And the mystery jack of all trades. Everything from how to make a martini to how to put a square peg in a round hole. I will tell you how to do it. Yes, sir. You take that Bitcoin and you send me Bitcoin and smash that like button and leave a comment. Everything that all you kids have to do to make me popular, please do. In return, I will give you on relentless feedback on my life. Yeah, that's what everybody does online. I don't know. These rants really don't have a point, but really, just maybe just it helps me think, and I get very lonely because clearly I'm just rambling on. No, I do get lonely. This job is very lonely. You know, yeah, with my relationships and how they are right now, it's like, ugh, you know, I miss like just calling up somebody, talking, like so like that's what I did in high school. Like we just talk about our feelings and what's going on, and just bounce ideas. I always loved talk radio, and I miss my buddy Keith Norton. He's always super busy, and I can't talk to him. Um, But that's what I miss. Most is just like, let's just let the conversation flow. And maybe we give some perspective and education and tips on life throughout it, right? What can I do as a 48 man to make somebody's life better, easier? Well, because I've taught that through therapy. So how I was taught through therapy was that I'm not alone in a lot of my things. So me talking about this, people can relate. And if they can relate, they can realize, oh, shoot, I'm not alone. I have the same problems. Like I have a gambling problem, right? Similar to the stock market, but you know, people probably don't realize like that's a thing. So, but I'm at my destination. So I will sign off. Clive Bigsby. Thank you for listening. Just subscribe and hit the like button. Hit me up with any questions. So, what you want to talk about, or if you want to do a live chat together, let me know. All right, everybody. See you.